It is now being officially reported, and we are going to credit the only person who deserves credit on this.
The one who actually broke it.
He broke the news. Everybody else backed down, and he never backed down from his reporting. He's a good friend of the show. Weeks ago, Brett McMurphy reported, it is official. Gonzaga's going to join the Pac-12. It's just a matter of when and when they announce it. It has now been announced by everybody else this morning, pretending as if people at ESPN are breaking this story.
Yeah.
When McMurphy had this on September 23rd, Gonzaga's joining the Pac-12. That is now official.
I'll be curious to follow the details because if I'm not mistaken, I could have brought his Twitter account up. I think he said something to the effect of their share will be equal, even though it's largely
his reporting
just
on the
basketball.
23rd said the Pac-12 obviously still needs 2 more football members. This is at the time because I don't think this is before Utah State.
They need one more.
They need one more.
And the Mountain West has UTEP now, so they also need one more.
And that happened this morning too. Mountain West added UTEP officially. Gonzaga, even without a football team, will receive a full conference revenue share in the Pac-12.
And if that ends up being accurate, he not only nailed Gonzaga leaving weeks before every single media person that's tweeting this, by the way, which is a clear indication that they're all getting it from the same person.
I feel good about my thought on this. It was reported before people at Gonzaga were ready to announce it. They wanted to announce it on their own, and they were pissed that it leaked.
Yep, and you're seeing it all come out from the usual people, the same source, getting the same text at the same time, acting as if now we all agree it's official.
Now it's official.
McMurphy was right on a lot of Pac-12 stuff. I know there's Beaver fans that hate him for, I don't know what, probably just because they think he hates them, but he was right on a lot of Pac-12 stuff through that, destruction of the conference, and he nailed this 2 weeks ago. And my thing with reporting, I don't even care. I think a lot of these newsbreakers are largely overpaid. Why millions of dollars are spent on somebody because they tweet something 10 seconds before
you're going to find out in 15 minutes. When Gonzaga sends out a press release in 20 minutes, you're going to find out.
I largely will never get it. I don't know what the appeal of it is. Like, to say that your person or entity broke it, okay, cool. What I find funny about news breaking now is there's almost no credit given when this stuff happens. I will wait to see if every one of these reporters trying to act like they had the scoop.
Scoop first. I was first.
Credits McMurphy for having this when nobody else did, because he is the one that broke this.
How do we feel? I mean, this is impacting swag too. What's the St. Mary's is probably next, I would imagine, if you're getting Gonzaga.
This is great for this reason, and I hate to say this, but I also am kind of excited about it. I don't know what the football landscape looks like here, Andrew. But one thing I do know, and my school is not great, we're a basketball conference.
That's going to be a good basketball
And that's going to be a good basketball
conference. You're going to get 3 or 4 bids every year, I would imagine.
And you know what? Damn it, if I don't start becoming Sprague college hoops again. I might have to, because I don't know what the football is going to be outside of Boise State. And I know that this is good basketball schools coming into this conference that's forming.
Especially if you add St. Mary's on top of this, too, and you got Gonzaga, St. Mary's, Utah State's been good. San Diego State's played for a national title.
I legitimately say this with sincerity. I dread to imagine what that means for the WCC if St. Mary's also goes.
I mean, it's done.
Yeah.
I don't know what the pilot's
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's...
Because how much of that TV media deal was just Gonzaga?
A lot of it's
almost
Gonzaga.
all.
And I know they took all the money, too. But
I don't know what they're able to negotiate. It'll be interesting to see, obviously, how that affects. I'm assuming this is when all of it takes place in 2026.
Yeah, I don't think it's for next year. I think it's for the year after that.
So we'll see. I don't know what they got out of Washington State and Oregon State for the 2 years that they're in, but certainly they go. If St. Mary's goes, you can see it going to a one-bid conference. As opposed to, they have had multiple bids for the basketball tournament.
You lose Gonzaga and St. Mary's. I hate to tell you.
There's no chance. Yeah, your conference champ will go, and that's what you get.
So,
like any other small conference.
Unless there's some special team, Santa Clara or San Francisco, somebody that's got a little tiny bit of a reputation and a coach, and they have some obnoxiously, a 30-2 season and can get in. But that's what it's going to take.
Yeah. Well, the news out this morning, it is official. McMurphy had it, and so Gonzaga's going to the Pac-12. That's happening. They're joining the conference. UTEP's going to the Mountain West, so the wheel of realignment never stops turning.
Both need one more football school.
Yes.
I hope the Pac-12, I'm serious about this. Sac State just raised $35 million in NIL for their athletes. They're building a new stadium. They're in Bay Area-ish adjacent market. Sacramento's a good little market.
Can you survive the short term? Because isn't there like a bowl that you can't go to a bowl game for a couple of years, right? I think there's restrictions.
I don't know the stipulations. You would be better versed.
Because then we just do this with like James Madison a couple of years ago when they joined. They were this great story, but it's like they can't go to a bowl game. That's so stupid.
I think they're eligible now.
Now they are, yeah.
So I think it's a 1 year.
It used to be like a 4 or 5 year ramp up. I think it's only a couple of years now.
Okay, well that helps a little bit, but I just know the short term is so important for that conference of staying relevant. Would that hurt you or be more detrimental?
I have no.
But largely, I see.
And there might be a
making.
waiver too when they reorganize the college football playoff. That if you win your conference tournament for the automatic berth, you get it no matter what. Yeah. I could see him doing that. Maybe you're not eligible for an at-large berth right away, but if you win the conference title, then you win it.
Yeah. So there you go. A little bit of news coming out this morning.